Hey there, and welcome back to Crystal Talks. It's Katie and Cynthia here. We are bringing you one of my favorite stones today. I don't know why, but I've always been drawn to this stone. It is such a beautiful, beautiful stone, and it has a little bit of lore behind it. It is believed to be the treasure of mermaids. Who doesn't want to have that in their toolbox? The treasure of mermaids. It was also considered a stone of eternal youth and happiness. Sounds like something pretty amazing to me, but that's just my opinion. Cynthia, what are we talking about today?
Oh, I'm with you. It just looking at the stone, I get the feeling of peace, of inner peace, and of course it's the beautiful aquamarine. There's not adequate words to describe it. It's just an absolutely gorgeous stone, very calming.
I agree 100%. And this is a stone that's been used for a very long time. It was an ancient talisman used by Romans and Greeks. They believed it could purify the water. They believed it would provide protection and safety when traveling by sea. And fishermen even believed it would ensure a good catch for them. So it has a lot of like really kind of fun ancient uses, I think. The Romans first called it water of the sea. There were also aquamarine beads found in Egyptian mummies or with Egyptian mummies used during the Middle Ages in Europe. It had a reputation of purifying and detoxification. Fun fact, it was very popular among the royals, the kings and the queens, because they had this high chance of being poisoned, and they believed that it would purify or detoxify any liquid. So it was very common among the royals back in the day. Cynthia, what are some of the benefits we know of it today?
Well, the first one we've already more than alluded to is the calming and soothing energy that it has. It just carries this amazing tranquil energy, the energy of the ocean, like we've talked about. It promotes inner peace, emotional balance, and of course stress relief. It's especially helpful during times of overwhelm or emotional turmoil, and we just seem to go through a lot of that these days. It's also, identified through the throat chakras. Katie will get into more, and it helps improve communication. It encourages that clear, compassionate expression, and it helps release fear of speaking up. A lot of us are hesitant to express our truth, and it helps us do it in that compassionate way so that other people um, can hear us, and it helps both with others hearing us and us hearing others. Um, it's great for emotional healing and release. It helps you gently let go of those old emotional patterns that don't serve you well anymore, perhaps, especially in the areas of grief, resentment, perhaps anxiety. So it's excellent for people doing inner child work, where you've brought that forward, or heart healing work. It's great for supporting work with courage and confidence. It's known as the Stone of Courage, actually. That's one of its many names. So it can support you in kind of standing strong in your truth. That, again, that communication we're talking about, while at the same time being calm and non-confrontational. So important in communicating both ways. I find it very, very helpful, not only in that ways, but also in those ways in spiritual protection and intuition work. As Katie said, it was historically used by sailors for protection at sea. It's believed to help protect travelers of all kinds, as well as to enhance your spiritual insight. So it's another one that's great for meditative practices or intuition work. And it's also great for cooling and clearing. It's since it's associated with water, It kind of brings a cooling energy that can be great for calming fiery emotions, inflammation, energetic inflammation, or energetic overstimulation, which again is very, very common these days. So
Sure.
I could put it to use in just about all of those ways. How about you, Katie?
Absolutely. I mean, it's such a versatile stone and such beautiful. It has such, like you said, you just look at it and you can feel that calming energy, that serenity that it kind of brings. And there's no surprise, it aligns with the element of water. It has that flowing, calming energy about it. And like you mentioned, it aligns with the throat chakra. It also aligns with the heart chakra. So it's a very healing stone. Anything that aligns with the throat and the heart, I feel like is really, really great for healing. Those are two chakras that we usually get blocked in a lot, the throat and the heart. It also aligns with a few goddesses, so it has these goddess energies as well. Kuan Yin, the Chinese goddess of mercy, compassion, and unconditional love. Akna, the Mayan goddess of motherhood, and Kupala, the Slavonic water goddess. So you've got this goddess energy about it as well. I know there are some really amazing ways that we can use aquamarine. Cynthia, can you share them with us?
Well, many people use it for jewelry. I think it's a beautiful stone to wear, and the benefit, I mean, earrings, pendant, rings, it keeps that soothing energy close to you, close to your heart, your throat chakra. So particularly if you're going to do some speaking, public speaking, interviews, or have an emotional conversation, I would recommend wearing it as a piece of jewelry. Meditation and breath work. You can hold it or place it on your throat if you have an opportunity to do that. It helps deepen that relaxation and kind of as we've talked about, help you get into that gentle, open-hearted state of being. It's great as used as some of the crystals and grids for communication or peace. Um, if you have a water inspired altar or Zen gardens, I've got a real fascination for Zen gardens lately. Of course, I'm always into Asian themed decor and pieces, but I just I thought about that in using aquamarine in a water inspired Zen garden. I think that would be simply amazing.
I agree.
You could put it with shells or sand or other water elements to kind of create that peaceful vibe. It's another one that's great for helping with sleep. So you put it under your pillow or, beside your bed. It just helps bring that peace into your sleep. And of course, if you have peaceful sleep, it's more restful, restorative. And use it perhaps in a healing layout. If you're doing energy work, put it on your throat chakra or your heart chakra during energy healing, and it'll help magnify that. And if you're interested in that area, we have a video coming up soon on using the crystals in energy healing.
I
So,
believe it will be next week. So
there
make
we
sure
go.
you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss that next video. Um, I love it. It is actually one of the stones that I use a lot when I'm doing energy healing work. With when I'm seeing clients, with myself, it's one of those stones that I use a lot. It's really, really has such a beautiful energy. It's truly one of my favorites. Um, I love all those ways to use it too. By the way, wearing it as jewelry, of course, it's beautiful. Plus, you get that benefit from the stones, energy. Meditation, breath work, crystal grids, great for that. And I really loved your water inspired altar or Zen garden thing. I think that's a really, really cool idea in a way to use aquamarine. Um, Anytime you're using it, if it's just wearing it as jewelry, if it's putting it in a crystal grid, if it's using it as energy healing, you can pair it with some mantras. Something like, as I let go, I free myself to be calm and present, or something like, I express my truth with love, Words are really, really powerful. Words are like your, I can think of it. Oh my gosh, it's like your, if we're talking about magic, you're casting a spell. They're your spells. There you go. I got the word. Words are like your spell, right? It's your magical spell. So pairing the energy of the stone with your words kind of casts your spell and really harnesses that energy. So it can be super, super powerful. You can also, like we said, use aquamarine for meditation. Use it to kind of activate self-expression, to activate communication. You know, if you're struggling with how you want to communicate, you can use it through meditation for that communication. You can also use it to create that calm presence as well. Great for yoga, for flow, for authenticity, putting it on your mat, place it in your pocket. You'll put it on your heart or throat chakra in savasana, whatever your intention is, you're just kind of bringing it in that way. What would be some essential oils that we could pair with aquamarine?
Well, again, go back to your intention and we'll pair some up for you. If you're working on that inner peace that aquamarine is so wonderful for, then oils you might give a try are lavender, frankincense, rose, or Roman chamomile. I feel Roman chamomile is kind of undervalued. It's a very powerful one for calming and for peace. Emotional healing are going to be supported by rose, bergamot, ylang ylang, or clary sage. That clear communication, my tangless tungled, lavender, spearmint, Roman chamomile again, or blue tansy. If you're using aquamarine to work with intuition, then I would suggest frankincense, clary sage, lavender, or sandalwood. Great ones to work with if you're trying to get some restful sleep are lavender, Roman chamomile, cedarwood, and ylang ylang. For courage, ginger, cinnamon, bergamot, or cedarwood are all great. And as I've said before, these are just places for you to start. There are so many essential oils that will help you in any one of these areas, plus others. So if your intuition is telling you to go a different direction, then by all means, give it a try. Put a little bit diluted on your skin or put it in a diffuser in the room while you're doing whatever you're doing. Many different ways to use the oils with the crystals. Is there one that's calling to you today, Katie?
Gosh, a lot of these are ones that I really like. Cedarwood is one I really like, and sandalwood. But the Roman chamomile did stand out for me as
Mhm.
well. I do really like that one too. So maybe the three of them combined might be where I'm at today.
There you go.
And as always, however you are using aquamarine and any stone, you always want to charge and cleanse it. So for aquamarine in particular, you can use the moonlight, you can use earth, water, salt, smudging, sound healing, and Reiki. You do want to avoid the sunlight because it can kind of diminish the color. It can make the coloring fade. But however you choose to cleanse and charge it, choose something that works for you. What really works for you and what do you find works best for you? That's important too. So we do have aquamarine at ewbms.com, some beautiful stones. Go ahead and check it out. Let us know if you have any questions about aquamarine. One of Cynthia and my passions is really educating and sharing information so that you, listener, viewer, know how to use these stones and how to really harness nature's magic. So please reach out to us if you have any questions. We will be back here next week with a really cool video, as we mentioned earlier. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our future videos, as we are here every week with a new video about crystals, chakras, the energy, lots of fun topics that we go through on Crystal Talks. So until next time, take care.